connecting to the real nerds is so easy. You can go to our website, realnerdspodcast.com. You can like us on Facebook. We have a Twitter account, @RealNerds. We also have Instagram. You can call us, 720-6nerds5. You want to email us? You can do that too, realnerds@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the show.
Hi, my name is Paul Caroli, and I host a podcast called Changing Denver. It's a monthly show about our city's physical spaces, how we make them, and how they make us. But it's so much more than that. It's the conversations, ideas, and stories that define Denver's perpetual state of flux. Find more from our team at changingdenver.com and join the conversation on Twitter @ChangingDenver. Denver's changing. We can help.
Hey, this is Andre Gower from the Monster Squad, and you're listening to the Real Nerds Podcast.
Welcome to Real Nerds Podcast, unofficially the official podcast at Denver Comic Con 2017 and beyond. Not only that, but you can see us live at Denver Comic Con 4:30 Friday in room 504. Not only will we be doing a live podcast, but we have a bunch of fun things planned. We'll have a game. We'll have swag to give away. It'll be like Michael Scott, where he's like, swag. And it'll be great.
Stuff we all get.
Yes, stuff we all get. Every week on Real Nerds Podcast, we go see a new movie and we podcast our experience of the world. This week we saw Cars 3. Stay tuned to the end of the show where we'll review that for this episode and tell you if you should see it or not. I am joined by three other nerds.
Zach.
James.
Brad.
Nice. James, you sound a lot cooler this week.
Well, I try.
Yes.
I decided that The Rocketeer and Matthew McConaughey are very overrated.
Whoa. That is
Way
not
to
all right,
flip-flop
all right,
on that
all right.
position.
Yeah. That's hardcore.
What changed your mind?
Well, I was watching a NASA documentary and realized how much that sucked, too, and decided that let's get all three out of the way
I
at
know.
once.
Space is the worst.
God, I hate it.
I hope we never leave this planet.
Tell us again how you would write stuff.
How would I write stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I'd make things really overly complicated. And then I'd throw in a lot of stuff that doesn't need to be there.
All right. Wow.
Sounds like a good plan.
It's like James is saying everything everyone else has thought about him.
Next week he can be me. So
Yeah, next week he can be Henry.
well, next week is Transformers, right?
Oh, my
Oh, y'all are
yeah.
going to hate on me for that. So
You know, I was actually dreading that. I was looking at the schedule and going, oh, man.
I toyed with texting you going like, guys, I'm sick. Cough.
Well, it's funny because when I see the trailer, the story is garbage already in the trailer.
Yeah.
But then you see Michael Bay do like these really cool sweeping shots. Like, he does pretty cool action stuff. Is that enough to sustain me? Which, by the way, I was reading the runtime is 2 hours and 40 minutes long.
well, that's pretty consistent with the rest of his films.
Oh, yeah,
so.
I know. It's. I'm already dreading it. But what are you going to do?
It's not the first one we've done on this podcast, so
I will enjoy it, I'm guessing, more than Twilight. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Have you done? Was it just the fourth one, or did you do the third one?
No, we did
we
the
did the
third
third one.
Yeah,
It's
third
like one
and
of our
fourth.
first
I'm
episodes.
trying to remember like the years that came out. So.
I like the Dark Side of the Moon because there's a fatality in it. But
Well, I think Dark Side of the Moon is actually like the best one.
is it?
my
I've
opinion.
never seen the second one because I thought the first
So,
one
well,
was.
second one you don't need to see. That's the worst one. So
I think the first one was awful. So 'cause the part where like Bumblebee's outside the house and he's like trying not to make some noise. I'm like, oh my god.
we'll look forward.
And the
to
only
that,
noise you heard was me hanging from the rafters.
I know.
We'll look forward because Transformers Last Night will be Art House Asshole next week. So
Is it really?
yep, we've already
Nice.
planned it. Like,
Nice.
I don't feel like that's an art house title.
Well, Michael Bay's movies are on Criterion, so
yeah. So you just wait till I transform this way and overinterpret this film.
I
So.
always laugh when they showed up on there. Is Michael Bay show up at like Criterion's office and he's like, put Armageddon on there, and he takes a shot in the mouth. And
To be fair, they are both classic and contemporary, so I don't know. I have
Classic?
I have the Armageddon one.
I would fight you on classic.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying there's a leniency to this.
No, there's not.
Also, as the resident asshole, I will say that Criterion has never claimed to be good films. They've always said we release and do packages of like important films.
And The Rock is important.
Well, The Rock is not there. It's only Armageddon, and Armageddon did kind of revolutionize the blockbuster and kind of represents what the blockbuster was of the early 2000s and late 90s. So that's my...
And Criterion hasn't bothered to upgrade any of those films to Blu-ray.
That's true.
So those
I mean,
licenses are done.
I mean, they stand shoulder to shoulder with like The Lady Vanishes and stuff. So.
Yeah.
It's Hitchcock then Bay. Everybody knows that.
Hitchcock and then Bay.
I'm pretty sure at the time, like, because their catalog was a lot smaller, it was just like, we need to get
Something that'll
sell.
Yeah.
So they just picked up, the most popular thing they
But
could.
now they're like, we're going to put out a bunch of French movies. Right? Put out something good.
They made a deal with the French government. What are you going to do?
And with that attitude, you can expect Armageddon to come out on Blu-ray pretty soon.
Oh, I'm sure. Is that already? It's probably already on Blu-ray, right? It has to be.
It is,
Not-
but
not
it's like
Criterion.
but yeah, it's through Touchstone or
I
Disney
say
or
that,
whatever.
but True Lies isn't on Blu-ray, and I think it's really bizarre. There's really cool like action movies that aren't on Blu-ray, but what do I know?
it's a conspiracy.
I think so. Some of them get lost in the rights, like if they were part of studios that like went under and they fall to other studios. It's hard to like.
Oh no, it's definitely a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I was reading an interview with.
So I think True Lies is like TriStar probably.
No, I think True Lies is Fox.
No, it's Fox.
It's just James Cameron's an asshole.
Oh.
That's
He's waiting to figure out how he
That's
can
true.
convert it to 3D before he puts it out.
That is not. That is a true lie. That he is an asshole. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some stuff that like trickles out eventually, and fingers crossed.
I mean, like with all the stuff that I see coming out of Shout Select, I'm like, so True Lies isn't on Blu-ray, but this is?
Yeah. Well, I keep on waiting for the Shout Select on Last Action Hero, which, by the way, I already got my 2 foil cards, so I'm hoping there might be more. And yes, there will be a pack of Last Action Hero trading cards available at Denver Comic Con.
Nice.
Awesome.
We'll give away for swag.
Stuff we all get.
Yes. We also like to go around town with Bradley Haig in a segment I sing, Going Around Town with Bradley. He's looking for a place to watch a movie. Parking his car at the drive-in. Eating a bunch of pepkins.
How long do we have a live band?
With butter. And some M&Ms.
Do you know
Do you
any
eat
live
candy?
bands?
I've never seen you eat candy, I don't think. Except like gummy worms.
Yeah, Sour Patch Kids I've had at movies.
Yeah? I don't think
Like-
I've ever seen you eat candy at movies.
I don't eat a lot of candy just because.
Yeah.
Bleh.
Blah. Brad, you don't have to be such an elitist.
Brad, this is why you weren't invited to Willy Wonka's factory.
I've eaten like a whole box of candy before, like on one sitting.
Have
It's
you?
awful.
Well, yes.
Feel like shit.
It's called moderation.
There's a reason at the Alamo they give you the candy in a takeout box.
I never ordered candy from the Alamo.
Yeah.
They usually have good ones.
A little bit out of protest because like one of the first showings I was at there, like when they first opened, some like affluent father of a family was arguing at the box office that they didn't have candy.
Okay, buddy.
It's like, wow,
I mean,
your life was really put on hold, and your experience of the theater was ruined because the
I'll
Alamo
tell you
didn't
what,
serve.
you don't get me any more candy, you can kiss this guy goodbye.
You can take
So.
a sunrise.
And sadly, after that, they caved and started offering candy. But yeah, I was just like,
Well, they've always had candy.
no, not the first month or so.
Oh,
Not until that guy complained.
I remember them having candy.
Yeah.
Because I ordered hot tamales that come in like a Chinese takeout box.
Like in the first month that it opened? All right, well,
I mean, we're making fun of that guy, but clearly he gets stuff done. So
Yes.
yes, yeah.
I'll tell you right now, you don't have any candy.
When you're shouting at the box office being like, it's ridiculous that a movie theater doesn't carry Reese's Pieces or whatever. It's like, dude.
I can go anywhere and get Reese's Pieces except for the Alamo Draft House.
Tell you what, we should bring him into Fox headquarters and be like, "Tell you what, you get True Lies on Blu-ray, and you can just kiss this guy goodbye."
It's just Trey Parker.
So what's happening around town?
The midnight at the
Whoa, whoa,
Esquire.
whoa. Henry, you don't do segues? I do segues.
You are, but you did it already.
You sang it.
Good job, pal.
So this weekend, it's another showing of The Room. But
You're tearing me apart, Brad.
that's right. That's what he says. But next weekend is really cool. It's Jurassic Park.
Ooh, wow.
So
Fun.
we'll be buried in the con.
That's
but
an adventure. 65 million years and 25 years in the making.
I remember seeing that when they still had the 35mm print, and it broke halfway through, but it was still fun.
But July 21st and 22nd, I'm more excited about because they're playing the original Ninja Turtles movie again.
Oh, wow.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, hell yeah.
Do you know when the next time they're going to start showing Space Jam again?
No idea. Did you go to that?
I did, yeah.
Was there a lot
nice.
of people there? There's your answer.
It's like the standard. Like,
Was there more people at the drive-in when we saw it than at the Esquire?
Yes.
Probably.
Speaking of the drive-in, they've changed it up, and miraculously, they have added Wonder Woman to the lineup.
Oh, wow.
So you can start out by seeing Captain Underpants, or not, like I am, and then roll into Wonder Woman, and then, shoot. I
Give
forgot
it a chance, Ralph.
It was Alien Covenant.
Alien Covenant.
Yeah, Abner Pants is fun. There's a lot of fart jokes.
Yeah.
I mean,
If
the
you
bad
like that
guy's
sort
in
of thing.
Professor Poopy Pants.
Professor Pippy Poopy Pants.
We can get into it later, but I'm like, this year's like animated film, like feature film, is really barren. Like I was trying to think like what is going to be like nominated this year because I thought like, I mean we'll get into it, but I just thought like there's really nothing coming out in terms of animated films.
Yeah, I was
I
watching
think Coco's gonna do it.
the Lego
Coco.
Batman movie last night.
Oh
and they
yeah,
have,
the Lego films. I forgot about those.
well, when I was watching it, they have live action clips of Jerry Maguire in it, so that might disqualify it.
I don't think. I think
But-
it's like it has to be original. I mean, I don't know the exact rules.
Yeah,
but-
I'm gonna say not because he's just watching it.
Well, there's live
also
action
another
footage
film.
in Wall-E of
that's true.
the
Yeah.
musical Kiss Me Kate, I think it's yeah.
And isn't there
Hello,
live
Doll-
action of
Hello, Dolly.
the people at the beginning in
Yes.
Wall-E?
Yeah, that
so
is true.
There's also a live
Oh,
action of the
and
people.
Fred
at the
Willard.
beginning.
Yeah. But they
Huh.
then again they are Disney and they
There must be some rule with it. Like if
Yeah.
they use it in terms.
When did they start doing like the separate
I don't know when it
category?
started, but I know like
So
that.
I wonder if Wally was before that.
no, it was so the first time they did animated feature was 2001 and Shrek was the first winner.
Well, yeah, but like when did they introduce the rule though?
Oh, probably after Wall-E then. If Lego
oh,
Movie
yeah.
was disqualified, it would make the most sense.
But I would also argue that in the Lego Movie, it's more integral to the story.
That's true. Yeah.
it's not random. It's not
yeah.
done for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
And I'm also sure, like, I'm sure that one probably fine just because, like, it's a different film. Like, it's not like something made for this film, and so.
Right.
I mean, then again, I haven't read the rule book in 2 years, so.
I can't believe you read it at all.
What did you think of the anti-Henry Jarvis clause?
It was very rude, very unnecessary.
Do they even know me?
Is this another Henry Jarvis?
This is really oddly specific. Like,
This is what's happening at the Alamo Draft House, guys.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Kevin Smith.
Hi, I'm Leonard Maltin.
Hi, I'm Mark Hamill.
Hi, I'm Elijah Wood.
This is Seth Rogen.
I'm Christopher Mintz-Plasse.
I'm Ron Starr.
Welcome to the Alamo Draft House.
A lot of kid camp stuff. I don't know if people are aware, but you can get a passport for Alamo for children's movies, and each stamp the kids get, the more movies they see, the more prizes they can win. This week is Matilda, and you can see that all week at either Sloan's Lake or Littleton. Global Refugee is also presenting District 9 at 7:30 at Sloan's Lake on Tuesday. The Aspen Grove Family Film Night is The Goonies. That's up in Littleton. Girly Night presents Dirty Dancing. You don't put baby in a corner, guys.
I'll be there.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
At Sloan's Lake, the Gay 60s presents The Children's Hour. Oh, this one's a fun one. And the Punk/Dead presents Slumber Party Massacre 2.
There we go.
I literally just watched that on Blu-ray. It's about a dude who plays a guitar and kills people with it.
Nice.
Yeah. And Thursday, the Busker Fest presents Denver Union Station, Portal to Progress. I'm guessing it's some sort of
Beer thing.
or like some sort of documentary.
Yeah.
That sounds like right up
no idea.
Art House Assholes Alley.
Sure, I'll go. I'll be the reporter there. So,
Such enthusiasm.
field
in your voice.
reporting from.
At Littleton, we got Titanic on Sunday,
Are you
and the
king of
English
world?
Patient is afternoon tea, and also Baby Driver featuring live stream with Edgar Wright is at 5 p.m.
Ooh.
You can see that at either Sloan's Lake or Littleton.
That's sold out. Oh wow.
I'm going to try and get tickets.
Yeah.
I would try Sloan's Lake because
Yeah.
people are still trying to get used to Sloan's Lake, and every time I've been there, there's only been like 5 or 6 people in the theater.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do. And opening Friday is Transformers and the Bad Batch, which looks really weird. Who directed Bad Batch?
The woman who did
Girl Walks Alone at Night.
yeah.
Coolest
It's her
horror
second
movie
film.
name I've heard in a long time.
I think it's Anna Lily Amanpour or something.
I think that's shot. Yeah.
She didn't like Fury Road.
Well, I didn't like most of her filmography, so like,
I just read that today.
And that's been a segment called "What Would Ryan Do?"
Yes, no, I like Fury Road.
Yeah, well, I do too. I'm just saying that she didn't.
Yeah, she's stupid.
She's like, I don't get the water spout. Doesn't make sense to me.
I liked Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. I've heard very mixed negative things about this new film, and every interview I read with her, she just comes off as someone I wouldn't like in person. So
yeah, she's very like,
you know what I call it? Independent filmmakers.
Yeah, yeah. I know a lot of them. So
yep. A lot of times they think their shit's so much better than like mainstream stuff, and I just shake my head and say no.
Look at this shit. It's the best shit ever.
We also like to watch movies, and we buy movies usually every week. Well, actually, I didn't buy. Oh, I did buy like 3 this week. Well, if you include all this in the Spider-Man collection, I guess I bought 8 this week. This is movies that are coming out on Blu-ray.
DVD releases and Blu-rays.
Scream Factory is releasing the shitty movie The Lawnmower Man. Did anybody like Lawnmower Man?
I have never seen that movie.
It's garbage.
But I love the title, The Lawnmower Man.
I've heard I've always known of it because it sounds stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I want to see it because it's one of those things I feel like I should see, and so
I like listening to the Have This Get Made review of Lawnmower Man.
Yeah, no, it's garbage. Even like they have these CGI graphics because it takes place in like virtual reality, and they look bad for 1992.
Wait, it's not a story about a man who mows lawns?
Nope. Well, fuck. I mean, he's like it's a stupid movie. So basically, Jeff Fahey plays this like dumb guy who's goes in virtual reality to make him smarter, and he ends up being in virtual reality. It's stupid.
So it's like a bad version of Tron?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's so bad, it's based on a Stephen King short story, and he's like, that's shit.
Oh, wow.
But it does have a big cult following, so I'm sure that's why Scream Factory is releasing it. Arrow is releasing The Bird and the Crystal Plumage, which is an Italian horror film, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do like the titles of Italian horror films.
No, they're usually Italian. They got the title game down.
Yeah, because there's this one I love. It's The Night Evelyn Came Out of the Grave. I think it's a great name. Yeah. Stuff like that. In terms of 4K, Life, the Ryan Reynolds Venom movie is coming out. The movie I have pre-order that will show up is Joe versus the Volcano, is being brought to us by Warner Archives.
There we go.
For the first time together in one package, the Naked Gun trilogy will be available.
Nice.
The Paul Naschy collection, which is another cheap horror film. Hack-O-Lantern with this lady holding up a severed head.
I thought we discussed Hack-O-Lantern at some point.
We have, but it's showing up again.
People really like it. They had to do another reissue of it.
Yes. Car Wash is a Shout Select starring Richard Pryor.
There we go.
Marseille trilogy is some Criterion French shit.
I think I've heard of it. I don't know much about it, though.
The Big O looks like it's some sort of anime. A Million Ways to Die with Patricia Arquette and Jeff Bridges is also coming out.
There we go.
Still no True Lies. Another Scream Factory is Island of Terror. They lived by eating human bones and threatened to consume the world.
Okay. We know their intentions.
There's some dude with an axe and people scared and tentacles on the cover.
Hentai.
Yeah, and Agatha Christie's 10 Little Indians is also...
Yeah. Is that like a special edition of some sort?
It looks like it's some sort of special edition, and the case is clear, so it's definitely a niche title.
Okay, cool. I'm down. I like 10 Little Indians.
And that's what's coming out on Blu-ray this week.
Nice.
Hey, this is movie news, or dead people news.
It's real news.
I don't know. I couldn't find anything except they're starting to show Spider-Man, and people really like it. So that's all I got for news this week.
Did you watch that? It's like I forget what it's a commercial for something. I just forget what it's for, but it's like an extended commercial that has Robert Downey Jr., Tom Holland.
Oh yeah, it's like the NBA Finals one.
That's what it
where
is.
Where he's picking up crackers.
Yeah, it's like its own little mini movie. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
We forgot to mention last week that Glenn Headley passed away. And,
Tess Trueheart.
Yep, we would know her as Tess Trueheart from Dick Tracy from 1991. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 91. Yeah.
90.
90, right.
Yep.
Sorry. Yeah, the year after Batman. But this week we had Stephen Furst died from Animal House. You would know him as not Otter. Sorry. Shoot, I'm losing it. Who was it? Who was he in?
I've never seen Animal House.
You've never. Well, I know Ryan has because he's deviant like me.
I can't remember.
Flounder. That's it.
There
Flounder.
we go.
Yep, there we go. He was a funny guy. And the bigger death this week was John G. Alvinson passed away, the director of Rocky and the Karate Kid. Yep.
Yeah. Rocky 1 and 5.
Yep. Rocky 1 and 5, Karate Kid Part 1, Karate Kid Part 2. And
I
did
think
he do 3 and 4?
I think so.
Oh, wow. The whole gamut.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
I like the first two.
Yeah. And he did Lean on Me, which I love.
Sure.
Yeah.
I know. I can never get. I'm not a big drama guy.
I know, but
It's so hard for me. I literally have 4 pictures left for my Emily Blennathon, and they're all dramas. Like,
settle in with some Kleenex.
she's so good and she's so pretty, but I don't know if.
But I just don't like her making me sad.
Yes.
Wasn't there must be some other news somewhere.
Nope.
Really?
Me and Henry we just.
Yeah, we already looked it up.
We already looked.
really could not.
We double checked each other.
All
There's
right.
like the only other news is that there's really stupid stuff like Godzilla 2 started filming this week.
Okay.
With a bunch of monsters, but if you stayed to the end of Kong Skull Island, you already knew that.
Yep.
Which
Someone sold a house.
He didn't do the next Karate Kid, actually.
Oh, okay.
But he did do... Come on, double check this one. Yep. He did Van Damme's Desert Heat,
so actually,
which is also called Inferno in some places, and he did it under a stage name of Danny Mulroon.
we must be proud of it. I was
Yeah.
going to ask you, Brad. So there's a Blu-ray at Best Buy that's $6, and it's 5 Van Damme action pack. Do you think it's worth $6?
Yes. Which ones?
I forget. I think the only good one on there
Is it like Second Command and the Hardcore and all the straight to DVD ones?
No, there is one.
It's 6 copies of Bloodsport Resurgence.
Well, oh man, that movie. I
Well,
can't remember.
That's Kickboxer Vengeance.
Oh, sorry.
Because there's like two like big Van Damme collections out right now. Knockout.
Van Damme and Knocked Up.
Knockoff Until Death was one. Was
Miss
that one of
Heigl,
them?
I don't think we should have this baby.
It's not hot. It's cold. I'm still waiting for one to be as awesome as Death Warrant. I think that's his best movie.
I mean, you can get Death Warrant by
I have
itself.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, I have it.
But yeah, there's one set that has like Maximum Risk and
That's
like
that one.
Bloodsport. That one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a pretty good one.
All right, so that
That's
one's
definitely
worth
worth
$7.
$6.
I think it's.
I mean, Maximum Risk itself is probably not worth $6, but
I remember 2 other pieces of news. Simon Kinberg is going to direct the next X-Men film.
Oh, that's right.
Dark
Good for
Phoenix.
He deserves it.
Yeah, Dark Phoenix is going to be the next one.
Yep.
And they're trying to get Jessica Chastain. I don't know if they've signed her yet. I think she's in talks to
I'm sure
play
she will.
the next
That's
antagonist.
most things like if you're an actor, I mean, they're going to pay you tons of money to be in one movie.
I'm shocked that she is still around because she is burning every bridge she gets the opportunity to.
Who, Jessica Chastain?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
She's like insulted like 15 different producers and directors.
Really?
Yeah, it's
She
all
always
like
seems so nice.
And it's all and like I'm on her side for a lot of it because it's all like stuff dealing with like wage gap and that kind of stuff. But like she's purposely making people her like enemy at this point.
She looks great in Lawless. I don't know if you guys
No,
have
she's a
seen
great
Lawless.
actress. She's a great actress. But I mean, typically how people act like that is a great way to not get any work anymore.
Oh yeah.
So.
Well,
She had a lot of things to say at Cannes.
No, she had a lot of things to say. I can definitely.
Yeah. So.
yeah, she's a good actress.
No, I mean I love her.
I think she'll. I think. Yeah. I mean, if she's saying about equal pay and stuff.
it's like it's like I'm on her same side. but
Yeah,
it's like
it's weird how people do get blackballed, though. I mean, yeah. I mean, Mel Gibson said some bad things, but you didn't rape a kid,
Yeah.
and people still give Roman Polanski money. I'm just saying.
yeah.
Anyways,
Oh boy, Polanski.
yes, that was news that the lady he victimized is trying to get his sentence overturned.
Well, I think it's also because she just doesn't want to deal with it anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
but it doesn't work that way.
yeah. So, I mean, I understand why she wants to do it, but it's
No,
also,
yeah, I
like,
definitely understand. It's just
You need to think about like what's the message we're sending as well. So,
He's a creepy old man.
yes. Speaking of creepy old men, this is what we've been watching this week.
So, yeah, this is the stuff we've been watching.
What'd you watch this week, Henry?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna,
That's enough, buddy.
what was the film with Morgan Freeman this year about how they steal things?
Oh, Going
Going
in
in Style. That was
yeah.
the joke. Everyone laugh.
That reminds me, that movie I think I talked about last week or the week before. Eyewitness. Also had Morgan Freeman in it. I didn't say anything. I totally forgot. And he literally plays Detective Black.
He looked at the script and said, "What the fuck?"
He's like 83. He's like, all right, I'll do it.
That was not a good Morgan.
I know it wasn't. I'm not good at Morgan Freeman.
Sorry, go on.
Art House also this week is Son of Saul. It's a Holocaust film. It won Best Foreign Film in 2015. First time director. It's a Hungarian film. First time a Hungarian film has ever won Best Foreign Film. Yeah, it's super depressing. But
Is it a well-made film? Did it deserve?
Oh, it's
Best
very
Picture?
well made. It's very, very well made, especially like the technical aspects of it, because it's all, it's pretty much entirely close up, and like very shallow depth of field as well.
So you went to the Tom Holland Film School?
No, it's better
Okay.
because it's not like
Tom Holland or Tom?
Hooper. Tom Hooper.
It's not like a wide shot while also being a close up.
Okay.
Because like the entire aspect ratio
Tom
is also,
Hooper, sorry.
like the aspect ratio is like 1:1 too, so it's like really there. So. But really well made. If you want to see a good Holocaust film, check out Son of Saul.
Always in down for those.
We made it to the weekend. Let's go through the movies we can watch. What do you want? I'm feeling like a good Holocaust movie tonight.
There hasn't been a good Holocaust movie in a while.
I know. What's the last one you remember? Schindler's List was pretty good, right?
Hi, welcome to Regal. What movie are you going to see? I don't know. Do you have anything in the Holocaust main set? Any
genre?
Any Holocaust movies come out this week?
Come back in November.
I just can't get any good Holocaust movies outside of award season.
I just have a hankering for Jews burning.
Whoa! Can you bleep that out?
Yeah, let's practice for next week.
I'm going
and
to play a
keep that
game.
out.
It's called How Far Away Can I Scooch from Henry?
I'm Jewish. It's fine.
Oh, then it's cool.
Okay.
I also watched Victoria. Victoria. I'm just running through all like the films of 2015 that I missed. Victoria is a German film. Notoriously, it's an hour and I think 45 minutes, and it's all one shot, like one take.
Oh yeah, I have that on my list. Yeah.
And it's not like Birdman where like they fake it. It is like they filmed it over a 4-hour span.
Yeah.
And it's a heist film, which is interesting as well, that you filmed a heist film all in one take. But beyond the concept of how they made it, it's really not that interesting. I mean, it's I think it's like one of the things like if you're a filmmaker, you should check it out. It's on Netflix just because it's kind of an interesting kind of thing. But it's definitely not something people need to check out.
Yeah.
I watched Wanted because I thought, hey, why not? Let's watch Wanted.
Movie's good.
Yeah, I liked it. It's very over the top and fun. So if you're not expecting that kind of thing, then don't watch it. But
I can't do a Morgan Freeman apparently, but I love when he says, "Shoot this motherfucker."
yeah, it's good. Like James McAvoy's like first big role. So yeah, good for him. And then I
Chris
realized,
Pratt.
Oh yeah, Chris Pratt was in it too.
He's the asshole in it.
Yeah. And then I realized I was watching like I had like a string of watching films that were all like 4 stars and above. So I wanted to like humble myself. So I watched a string of bad films. So I watched from Justin to Kelly. You don't need to.
Okay.
Didn't
Where'd you even find it?
Trust me, it was very difficult.
Did you have to rent it on Amazon or something?
Yeah, I had to get it on iTunes.
He got Justin Garini's personal copy.
and he's like, "It's a sweet movie," because he's the Dr. Pepper guy, guys.
Yeah.
I remember having to stock that movie at Hollywood Video.
Movie in the fucking theater with my aunt and my 2 little cousins who are girls.
I would have been sick.
I literally I walked out. My aunt's like, "What you think?" And I'm like, I just looked at her. I didn't say a goddamn thing.
I watched Kirk Cameron's Christmas or Saving Christmas. Again,
Did he save it?
Yeah.
Gotta be a little quicker, Zach.
Yeah, I know.
He sure saved it.
Because we're on the same wavelength.
I know, but
and then I watched Smiley, which is a YouTube celebrity made and produced film. It's about as good as you'd expect a YouTube produced movie to be.
What's it about?
It's about a murderer whose name is Smiley. And he
Is
has
it a horror film?
It's a horror film. You've probably seen the poster because it's floated around for years.
It's that like mask.
It's the mask that's like flesh but has like a smiley face on it.
Yeah, it's like an emoji.
Yeah,
smiley
it's
face.
really stupid. But yeah,
He's trying to dig his way through the walls of my
Right.
house.
As long as he's not breaking anything.
No, he's not. He's fine.
All right.
And yeah, so I watched 3 bad films and 3 good films.
Wow. That's like totally opposite end of spectrum-ish.
Yeah, so
Your life should be called 50-50.
it should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I watched this week. Didn't watch a lot.
Zach?
Watched a couple things. I watched The Keepers on Netflix, which was really good. It was very emotional. At some point halfway through, I was like, I really like Spotlight, but this is way better. Probably because they're dealing with the personal issue a little bit more than the journalism aspect of everything. Like, they talk to reporters and whatnot, but they also talk to these 2 middle-aged women who are trying to figure out, like, why is this pastor able to molest, like, hundreds of children and all this stuff,
That documentary made my wife cry.
The Keepers? Dude, it's emotional.
It's a documentary, right?
Well, it's a series. Like, it's a docu-series.
Yeah.
It's like 6-7 episodes.
Yeah, my wife wouldn't stop crying watching it.
Oh, dude, it's fucking... It's
She's
a
like,
bummer.
It's so sad.
It's a bummer of a series. Like, watching it, I was just like... I kind of want to stop it, but I need to know what the fuck happened. And there's some interesting twists and turns you kind of don't expect throughout the course of it. Like, people who appear in the first episode, they don't really talk about for a couple of episodes, and then all of a sudden they bring them back in an interesting way. So it was a fascinating watch. I'd highly check it out. I watched The Jinx on HBO because I got my HBO subscription. It's a great story, and it's very interesting, but it's all really a big build-up to the last 5 minutes, where... Has everybody seen it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's also
Okay.
what happens.
And even you know what happens? That fucker leaving his goddamn mic on is just the dumbest thing ever. It's just... I was in shock. I wasn't in shock by what he was saying, because that was like, whatever, it's crazy person talk. I was just like, you left your goddamn mic on.
Most criminals aren't very smart. Zach.
That is true. But
There's a reason they get caught.
yeah, but it was interesting. I watched Capturing the Freedmans, which was the documentary from the guys who did The Jinx. And that was depressing too, but it was also very like... It was like watching Malcolm in the Middle, but if they were even shittier people.
No Bryan Cranston.
The best way I could describe that series, or that movie. But it was very well shot, very well executed. I don't know. There's some kind of controversy behind it, but I haven't read too much into it. So I don't know exactly what the specifics are. But like, I know that like the gist of it was that there were people who weren't interviewed for the documentary that were apparently victims of the Friedman father that felt that the documentary shouldn't have been nominated for an Oscar because of A, B, C, and D. But like I said, I haven't read the specifics. I watched Daddy's Home on the lighter side. It wasn't bad. It was fun.
Some of those movies, I'm like, there's a sequel?
The trailer for the sequel looked fun. Just watching Mel Gibson and John Lithgow be comedic relief to me sounds like a fun premise. But Daddy's Home, the first one, it wasn't bad. Like, I kind of realized that like halfway through it, I was like, I'm not really laughing out loud, but I really like the things they're doing. Like, it's technically funny. I'm just not laughing. I don't know. Like, I was kind of like, I was like, meh. It's there. It's. I like the premise more than I like the movie itself.
Very middle, lower tier Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I love this premise. Could be so much better if done like if you changed a bunch of things, but like you could do this. You could make this really fun movie. I watched The Untouchables again because I gotta love the Chicago way. That movie's so beautifully shot. It's beautifully executed, and
I haven't seen it in a while. It's a great movie.
oh, it's a great film. I think it's my favorite Costner movie outside of Field of Dreams.
I love Kevin Costner. I'll watch pretty much anything he's in.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then Sean Connery's great in it. Obviously, Andy Garcia is wonderful in the film, and De Niro sticks out like a sore thumb, but I don't think it's a bad thing per se. It's just that his Capone is very interesting. There's a great scene where he kills somebody with a baseball bat, but and then the last thing is that I started watching Making a Murderer because I put it off long enough. So I'm 2 episodes in, and I mean, I want to know I want to know the outcome of all this, but I mean, like, it's depressing because I was just like, oh gosh, like so I can't really trust cops anywhere, can I? It's like, but
Even
then
when they're across the table.
but then I realized I'm like, well, this seems to be like the first episode makes it seem like this was not so much a law enforcement thing. This was more of like somebody had a personal vendetta against this guy, and that's why he went like. It didn't seem like law enforcement as a whole was like fucking up.
Hang in there because there's a lot more twists and turns than that.
Yeah, there is a lot of mistakes law enforcement does in that.
Okay, but like so far, interesting. Keeps me intrigued. I don't like the camera work in it is a little interesting because I don't know how long ago they shot this.
They followed that for 10 years.
Wow, really? Yeah. Okay, because like it's clear that some of the interviews with the family are very old. Like they're shot on a different, like, not HD format. So, but yeah, I'll keep watching it. Why the hell
that's
not?
interesting. That's interesting.
That's weird. Like when I watched it, I binged the whole night. Like it was so compelling.
I couldn't do it. Like I did it with the Jinx, but like with Making a Murderer, I was kind of like, yeah, just kind of want to spread this out throughout the week so I have something to watch every night when I go before I go to bed. But yeah, that's all I watched this week.
Brad?
Let me double check here. I watched the 20th season of South Park, and that was a lot of fun.
The most recent one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's another serialized season, and the second half like really sucked me in because like that's when all the pieces started to come together, and it turns into like this big 10-episode action movie.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. And also has a great Comic-Con interview with them in the bonus features.
My favorite thing with South Park guys is every like couple of years they just cut back the episode order, and they're like, okay. So remember they used to do like 20 episodes. I think were the first couple season or 18, and then slowly started whittling them down to 10.
Like 10
yeah.
All right.
I mean, they're really busy guys.
Yeah. Well,
20
they only
years.
spend 6 days per episode.
And they made almost like 200 episodes. It's like there's fewer and fewer ideas to draw from as you go forward. So
right.
20 years though.
Yeah.
It's quite a run for.
I think they renewed through season 25 too. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They said they're going to keep doing it until they just like have nothing left in the tank.
Yeah, buddy.
If you're interested, like the commentaries they do on like all the episodes are like some of the best commentaries you can hear. Like.
Now they do it as a separate piece, so it's like a montage of clips from the whole episode, and they just talk over it instead of like the individual episodes. Yeah,
so. It is funny. Like the evolution of it is, you know, when they do the mini commentaries. I think it's like
the first set you had to send away.
Yeah,
like proof of purchase to get a separate disc of the commentaries.
Yeah, and then they'd be talking and they'd really get into it, like, oh, they're really interesting. Oh, that's enough for now.
Yeah.
And then they just end it.
Well, I think wasn't it like the first thing that were like the commentary? They also included like other videos to introduce the commentary. Where like I remember like didn't they kill something on?
Oh yeah, no, the first couple seasons were great.
Yeah,
when
but they'd be sitting by the fire.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite one where they're all like on like bearskin rugs and stuff.
God, they got in trouble for that because they fed a pig bacon.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Which I didn't notice at first, but then when they bring it up, I'm like, oh.
It's funny.
They also revealed they arc for the season. They had fully expected Hillary Clinton to win the presidency, so they wrote an episode based on her winning, and when she didn't, like they just like they didn't know what to do, and then the whole trajectory of like what Mr. Garrison does for the last few episodes is a complete like last minute rewrite for the whole season.
Remember, like I mean, like they did like the same thing when it was the Obama McCain episode. I just remember from like listening to the commentary that like they did the same thing where they expected they were going to do 2 episodes, one with McCain winning, one with Obama winning.
Yeah,
and they did the Obama one, and they ran out of time. And they said, like, our plan for if McCain won, we would release the episode but have a commentary saying, listen, we understand. Like,
yeah, this one, they for each one, they just go by the Vegas odds.
Yeah.
And, like, she was still, like, really highly projected to win. And, so they were like, wow, Vegas really fucked us. Who would have thought Vegas would fuck anybody over? So
I love those intros. They used to say in every intro, now this is probably our favorite episode of South Park.
Yeah. This is our favorite season yet. Yeah. Yeah. And then the other thing I watched was Paddington.
Boo.
Which is actually a really charming movie.
Yeah.
I almost kind of wish the movie didn't have the Nicole Kidman like mustache twirling
it's
villain
very much
part.
like they needed a villain, so they threw her in there.
Some kind of conflict,
Yeah.
other than like he's trying to find his family and stuff. But yeah, it's just it's a little more mugging for the camera than I would have wanted out of a thing. But like Paddington's just still so charming, and like
it's so innocent and so charming that it made my dark heart
exactly
glow for the limit. So.
Turned Henry like to the light side. And also there's very like Wes Anderson-y style like flourishes to the movie. Like at one point when they're describing like each of the characters of the family, it does that whole like model house, and it slides up and down across each room just like the submarine on Life Aquatic. When the dad kind of realizes that his family's like getting away from him, like the little tree in the staircase with all the leaves painted on the wall, like those animate away. So it's stuff like that's really cool. And the one part, for the most part, Paddington looks like a CGI creation. But the part where Nicole Kidman's chasing him through the kitchen and he's all wet, he actually looks pretty realistic.
Oh, yeah.
So whoever did that sequence really nailed it.
We'll look forward to it being my number one film for 2017 for Film Explosion, because the sequel comes out in December. So,
and then
I saw the trailer for that too.
The last thing I watched will probably segue into Ryan, because I watched the Spider-Man editor's cut.
You really did? Wow.
Sorry, Spider-Man 3 editor's cut. You didn't watch it?
Oh, I did. No,
okay.
I watched it. I forgot. I actually made a list of notes of what was different from it, so I'll just try to go off memory.
The biggest thing is that Venom's barely in it. Which,
yeah.
Which you think would help, but I don't think it did.
No. Well,
it made some other problems.
They took out some of the biggest thing I noticed from it is there's a missing scene where Peter gives back his engagement ring to Aunt May is gone. The scene where he fights Harry Osborn has a different opening. There's different lines that they say each other, and it actually makes it a little more personal, which I thought made it better. The score is different in it at some points.
Well, it has to be because
now they let it breathe a little bit. There's a couple extra shots of Black Suit Spider-Man in the daytime that weren't in it previously.
I'm guessing the score is actually probably some stock music that because there was one part towards the finale that when he picks up when he goes back to the red costume, like the music leading into that, it leads into the normal music, but obviously they probably didn't pay like someone to score an entirely new cut.
Maybe. I did read that. I think they just used the
temp score.
The composer's complete score, so it might not be the right music for that part, but they used whatever he wrote for the movie. Yeah, they do a lot more shots of the black suit in the cape, like in his trunk.
The old man saying, "Hey Harry,
your
father."
Yeah, they did get rid of that. It's like,
Bernard.
Bernard the
butler.
The butler who doesn't.
I
spill
cleaned his
the beans.
wounds, and
it's more of Harry figures it out by himself.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, maybe I should help.
Does Peter like the beginning of that scene in the original? Does he just show up sitting? Because they have like a scene at the coffee shop, and then Harry goes home.
Yeah, so
and then Peter shows up on his couch, like, "Hey, buddy, what's going on?" Like, what's the original? Because I don't think that's the same.
No, it's completely out of order now.
Yeah.
So the coffee place was like pushed together with as soon as Mary Jane breaks up with him. In this version, she breaks up with him, and then they have a couple more scenes, and then it goes back to the coffee shop. Yeah, so that little part's all jumbled up. So yeah, it's. I don't know. Again, when it says editor's cut, that means it's someone who's not the director's not involved in it. So I think there is some pacing problems with the editor's cut. And when you exercise things from the script and then add some stuff, there's an added scene too where the Sandman builds a sandcastle for his daughter.
Oh,
which was really unnecessary.
Which his mom didn't see that. Like, it's only like 6 feet away.
And the lady who plays her mom is really bad at that part. I understand that they're trying to humanize Sandman more, but I can see why that was cut. Where Spider-Man 2.1 added like more footage of him fighting, this one I don't think it really added anything to it.
I thought it actually caused kind of more problems because, like, for the first half of the movie, it's like so episodic, like it just jumps around from everyone's different story, and at points you forget, oh yeah, Eddie Brock is in this movie because like they kind of shorten his whole thing a lot, but it just jumps around to like these different. Like I would have started the whole movie with Sandman escaping prison and then getting changed.
Yeah, there's actually
and
a
then
couple
jump to
shots
Peter's
too
story.
missing from his change.
Yeah.
Not his part where he becomes Sandman, but his origin where he falls in. I think there's a couple shots like overhead that are missing. I mean, I've seen Spider-Man 3 enough where I picked up, I think, most of it, but I'd have to watch the editor's cut one more time and watch the original to kind of get everything.
But yeah, the editor's cut, it just jumps around so much to different things happening at the same time
Yeah.
that don't really relate to each other.
Yeah, and there's a little bit different with him and his landlord. There's a little bit different there, and his daughter.
Yeah.
And you know, my problems with Spider-Man 3 is not. I still think it's a pretty fun movie, but I don't like the character of Mary Jane in it at all. Peter's trying to relate to her. He's always saying, I have my series of people, as Spider-Man, and she gets all pissed at him because she's like, you don't know how I feel.
Yeah.
And he's trying, and he literally does because the newspaper totally slams him all the time. And so I don't like her character at all in that.
I think the editor's cut actually made her seem better, but that's because I think the whole editor's cut, the main focus is their relationship over the villains. So everything's a lot slower.
It's all done. Good job.
And that's why there's a slower pacing, because the action stuff is really aside the only big piece is the van chase, when the Sandman's chasing running from the cops after he's Sandman, and then the big finale which they didn't fix the whole Eddie Brock just finds Sandman in the middle of the after Peter Parker's been checking police scanners to find Sandman for the whole movie.
Yeah, it's
and they reveal to Peter that he's his father's killer way earlier in this cut.
Yeah, Uncle Ben's. Yeah, There's my problems with it is I don't like the Mary Jane character, and I don't like movies when they end where they have a news reporter explaining to you what's happening.
Yeah, that's still in there.
No more, buddy. So it's like, oh, the Sandman's here, and then Mary Jane's in trouble again. Because I do like the arc of Harry Osborn throughout the whole series. Mm-hmm. I think he has a great arc.
I was thinking because it would have been way more interesting because the whole amnesia thing's stupid. Mm-hmm. It's like a sitcom-y thing.
Yeah.
If they had made it seem like he would, for the audience, that he was pretending, he couldn't beat Spider-Man physically, so he's gonna okay, I'm gonna fuck with his life.
Yeah.
And make him think that I'm all better.
You know what's funny? You
and
say
then turn
that
on him
is that Green Goblin amnesia thing actually stemmed from the original Green Goblin, where he would see his son and he'd get amnesia and stop being the Green Goblin. And then when Tim Sale and Jeff Loeb did Spider-Man Blue, they retconned it to the Green Goblin doing that, where he pretended he didn't know what was going on, and then he manipulated him behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Which I think is, really interesting. And then it kept the line where it's am I interrupting? I hate that line. I hate that line so much.
Also, the CGI in that fight does not hold up very well.
No, but the energy's still there, though. I think Sam Raimi still has great energy.
He's trying to climb the stairs. I don't know if he wants to.
Yeah, let me go grab him.
Okay, for sure.
Please hold for technical difficulties.
So would you rate it better or worse than the director's cut?
I think the original version is actually more fun to watch.
Yeah.
This one, while also makes some things better, but also then I don't have the specific examples, but also raises new questions.
Yeah.
And there's even some parts where because some of the scenes are rearranged, the stuff that happens the previous shot doesn't match.
Oh yeah.
There's one part where
continuity type stuff.
The newscaster is talking to the one in the field.
Yeah.
And her image in his picture-in-picture doesn't match what you just saw.
Oh.
So
and too, it's weird that they really didn't promote it. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
You can get this new Spider-Man set, and there's a new cut of Spider-Man 3, probably the most maligned Spider-Man movie.
Probably because they're this cut's not actually that much better anyway.
And it's the editor, he did the recut.
They never say.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Because I looked up who the editor was, and I thought
it's the same editor. It's just I don't know if it's
it was me, guys.
Or it could be when I watched that, it seems like it was the first pass at the movie.
Yeah.
And then
the studio stepped in.
Yeah, because I still don't think Spider-Man 3 is a bad movie. I think it's pretty fun, but watching the two different cuts, you could see the problems they were having.
Yeah.
And I mean, Sam Raimi's really open about it. He said, if you listen to the commentary on that, I think I've said this many times, but he's cut off on the commentary a bunch, where he's like talking, and then all of a sudden, like a producer comes in and starts talking.
Yeah.
So he was saying something that they didn't want him to say, and then the producer's taking over, and you can tell they're recorded separately.
Yeah.
And he said he didn't have very much fun making it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why. I mean, they were lined up for Spider-Man 4, but eventually he just said, "Oh, no, I'm not going to do this."
Yeah.
Because he couldn't wrap his head around putting himself through that stress again.
Yeah.
And what you get is, like, I like the Amazing Spider-Man movies, but then you can see the studio's influence over them, and who wants to do that?
And it's also just like, I mean, because like I just wondered because like I looked it up, and the editor of that film has edited pretty much all of Sam Raimi's films.
Oh yeah,
like,
no,
since Army Darkness.
What is it? Who's his editor?
It's Bob
Murakowski.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And so if he's edited like all of his films, I wouldn't think his vision would be that far off.
It's
from,
not. It's just enough. Like it's just enough in the.
I feel like this
editor's cut.
is like this close to what Sam Raimi wanted, and the one that's like what everyone saw. That one feels like
more
the
what the
studio.
producer wanted.
Well, just because in this one, like Venom, there's the scene where he and Mary Jane are like in the spiderweb in the park, and then like the meteor comes, and then for I don't know, like almost 45 minutes to an hour, the little
You don't see the
symbiote
Venom.
doesn't show up at all.
You know, there is. You know, it reminded me when Peter and Mary Jane are in the park. There's extra dialogue there too, when they're like hanging on the web.
Yeah.
About another minute of dialogue. But yeah, they got rid of a lot of the emotional arc. Like Aunt May got rid of.
Oh yeah, she just disappeared from the
Yeah.
movie
Yeah,
after
wow.
he gave him the ring.
Yeah, so she gave him the ring and then she never comes back.
Huh.
After
But yeah.
all that, yeah.
Yeah, I still like it.
But yeah, and that whole park thing, like it's like this. There's like a Sandman scene, and then it cuts to them, and it cuts back to the Sandman.
Yeah, and
it's
seems
like why not just put those two
It
things
seems
together?
like when he says, well, he sees Aunt May and he says Spider-Man killed the Sandman. Then it's like 40 minutes later and he still just made it through that tube.
Oh, yeah.
so
Like,
it's,
yeah.
it's really
Oh yeah, that's another part where I was just like, oh yeah, there's Sandman in this story.
yeah. It's like, oh yeah, he died 40 minutes ago.
Yeah. Took him like a week to get through that
Yeah,
sewer system.
yeah. I mean, it's all right.
Did the Amazing Spider-Man 2 come with like a lot of bonus features?
Yeah, so it has all the bonus features. It's really weird how it's set up, though. So I got the Legacy Steelbook one, and so it's 7 discs, and it's carried over all the special features. I was hoping that Amazing Spider-Man 2 would have all the extra deleted scenes. It doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't.
But so the Spider-Man 3 editor's cut has the Amazing Spider-Man like bonus features on it, and then Amazing Spider-Man 2 has like Spider-Man 1 through 3. It's really weird.
Huh, weird.
It's like they're trying to find ways to put it all in there.
It's very similar to how they did that the Halloween collection, where they had so many special features that they just ended up putting another disc.
Well, yeah, it'd been fine if it was on a separate disc,
Yeah.
but like it's Spider-Man 3, but it has Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2
Okay,
special features on it.
That's very different.
It's weird. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's the bonus disc with the editor's cut.
Oh.
Has it on there?
Oh, okay.
But I knew I was like interchanging all the discs. I'm like, this is because I have a set of the trilogy already. I'm like, do I need to get rid of it, or but it has all the special features, just a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But I'll hang on to my Amazing Spider-Mans because I have them in 3D.
Yeah.
And that one didn't come with the 3D. And I was hoping they were going to put them out in 4K too. They didn't put them out in 4K.
That's what I noticed. Was like I instantly just kind of bought the book version, but then I realized like, oh, I haven't future-proofed myself, and I now have 2 editions of the Spider-Man trilogy.
You can't have the red one, buddy. You'll spill it everywhere.
So
Yeah.
it's odd that they didn't do that for this
Because I'm
set.
thinking because usually when that happens, it's like, well, there's going to be like a time like in the next year or so that they're going to do it. But I mean, they're probably not going to release it like with Homecoming, so it's
Yeah.
weird that they choose not to.
Yeah.
I know they've been remastered in 4K. Those might be those ones because it still looks.
yeah.
It still looks really good.
Yeah,
That's right.
So
They
it
do
might,
exist.
Yeah, so it might be that version of it because they. I mean, I think they look like brand new movies. I mean, and besides the CGI, I mean the way they're shot and the colors and stuff look great.
yeah.
But yeah, it's all right. The steelbooks look great. If you're interested in the steelbooks,
Yeah.
I was torn.
Yeah.
I was stood in Best Buy for like an hour trying to decide.
I'm more interested in wood books.
well, like I told you, yeah, I got the steelbooks because I'm a Spider-Man nerd, and
Yeah.
you know they're more limited edition. So
yeah.
I'm only interested in sets that come with a shelf. So
That's what was missing.
is that
was
it, Brett?
A Spider-Man
watching,
collection.
sorry? I already
a Spider. Oh, sorry.
I already segued into you, so
Cool. I didn't watch too much this week. I watched Bubba Hotep, which is a Bruce Campbell movie.
A great movie.
It is pretty good. It's the Scream Factory put out a collector's edition of it. It's, if you don't know, and this is really a hard movie to explain. So Bruce Campbell plays Elvis Presley, who's in a Texas retirement home. Mm-hmm. And the story behind it is he was such a great impersonator, the original guy, that him and Elvis switched places because Elvis didn't want the spotlight anymore. And so now he's stuck at this nursing home. Ossie Davis plays Jack Kennedy, who's a black man in it. And he says the reason that he's Jack Kennedy is because the government switched brains with him. And while all this silly stuff is going on, there's also a mummy that sucks souls out of the assholes of the people that are dying in there. And he has to keep on doing it because the people are always almost dead anyway, so he has to constantly be doing it. It's a really bizarre movie, but surprisingly it works really well.
It's a fever dream that somehow makes sense.
Yeah. And
Who
Bruce
directed it?
Don Coscarelli, so the guy who did Phantasm.
Right, yeah.
Bruce Campbell's great in it. His Elvis is pretty good. I mean, you can still tell it's Bruce, but he does it really well. And there's some really funny scenes where he's fighting the mummy in a wheelchair, and it's a tough movie to tell people to go see.
Yeah.
But if they see it, I think they'll be entertained.
I've told people before, if you can get if 15 minutes in you aren't scratching your head, you're the right audience for this film.
Yeah, because I mean, the mummy's not really in it too much. It's more of a study of these old people and how they're dying.
It's pretty much it's a getting old movie.
Yeah, it's a drama that happens to have a mummy that sucks souls out of your butthole.
But it balances it very well for that.
Yeah, Scream Factory's Blu-ray looks good. The picture looks great in it. I always like when low budget stuff is given an upgrade. Sometimes it hurts it. When you see a low budget, it's been given high def upgrade. But Coscarelli is a pretty good director, so it looks pretty good. Has a great interview. I love watching Bruce Campbell because he's so honest in his interviews. And in this one, I mean, I knew going in beforehand that him and the director clashed a lot because the director is very particular on what he wants. And if you know anything about Bruce Campbell, is he's a very professional actor, but he also likes to improv and he likes to kind of do his own thing. And they would get in arguments about what the character would or would not do. And so they were going to do Bubba Nosferatu, where Elvis would fight these like vampire ladies. Yeah. And Bruce had a problem with the script, and then he just started arguing with Don Coscarelli. So he's like, you know what? Our friendship's too good. I'm just going to walk away. Yeah. And so they asked him, so would you be objective if someone else played it? He's like, no, that's not my character. I just played it in the movie. If it's Don's movie, if he wants to make another one, he can make it.
It's also like, it's Elvis.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I haven't heard, I've not seen the film, but I have heard from different circles of that, that's the best performance of Elvis, around.
It's pretty good. If you want to borrow it, you borrow it. Again, it's hard for me to describe to people, but if you watch it, you'll be a fan. If you like quirky stuff.
I do.
Yeah. And like I said, the Blu-ray's worth it because they add a couple new interviews and a making of, and it carries over all the making ofs from the original.
So they have a new making of.
Yeah,
okay,
the special features.
Was this a new release or?
Yeah, I think it came out 3 or 4 months ago.
Oh, okay. I thought for some reason that's something they had released a while back.
A little bit at a time, dude. You're gonna choke on that. And the last thing I watched, the Scream Factory is celebrating their 5th anniversary, so all their movies are half off on their website. And I have pretty much most of them that I want to own, but they release these really shitty ones, and I don't get them. But when they're $9. Then I get classics like Canon Film Group's Ninja 3, The Domination. And that movie just begs for a Mystery Science Theater 3000 so bad. So let me drop some movie knowledge on you guys. Anybody seen this movie?
Yes.
I think they did a pre-show, they used some of clips from it at the Alamo for something.
Oh, I wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. So the movie opens.
This is the woman one, right?
Yeah.
Is this the one where the ninjas jumping from palm tree to palm tree on the beach or something?
No. So, but in this one, it opens with this guy on a golf course, and he hits his golf ball to the rough, and he has his security guys hey guys, help me find my golf ball, and then this ninja comes out of the bushes, and picks up the golf ball and crushes it, and then just starts murdering everybody. And he murders them in like this really like shitty 80s synth. It's like boom, 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 and he's like killing them all. And then he has his like blowgun, and this guy tries to shoot him, and he blows a dart through the barrel of the gun, and the barrel backfires on him. He murders like 60 cops right at the beginning. And you really never, throughout the whole movie, you really don't know why he's on a golf course and why he's murdering people. Like, the dude is some scientist, but they really never explain.
It must have meant something to Golan and Globus.
Yeah. And it is so batshit crazy. So he gets shot 100 times, and then he spins into the dirt and disappears.
This is okay. That's this whole scene is what I was trying to convey earlier. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And so
he's hiding in like the trees once in a while, right?
He does climb up to the tree and jumps on top of a helicopter. Like grabs onto a helicopter. Yeah. And speaking of which, so he's hanging on the helicopter and puts this shuriken in his toe. And he throws it sideways, and it hits the pilot. And he's like, ugh! And the other cop in it says, "Hey, don't worry, I'll get him for you." Dude literally took a ninja star to the head. like you just like the dumbest dialogue. And so this is only in the first like 10 minutes of the movie.
Mm-hmm. It gets
even
then, better.
So he's dying after he gets shot 100 times, and this aerobics telephone lady is like trying to work on a telephone pole, and she sees the ninja guy like stumbling around, and she says, "Are you okay?" And he gives her his sword, and as he's dying, he like exorcists her and gives her puts his soul in her. And so the rest of the movie is her as a ninja going around murdering the cops that murdered him.
It's The Exorcist, but with ninjas.
Yes.
And I love one of my favorite stories out of canon history is they were like, apparently, like the Golan and Globus, they were like, we wanted to do woman ninja movie, but we couldn't explain how a woman would know how to be a ninja. But if we have her possessed by the soul of a ninja, then it makes sense.
She doesn't get possessed though, so like this sword is like talking to her, and it like hovers in the air and glows like orange, and then she's like feeling dizzy, and then her video game that she has, her arcade game, like shoots these lasers at her, and then now she's possessed. And you know she's possessed because she gets eyeliner, black eyeliner around her eyes, just like the ninja does. And she's an aerobics instructor, randomly. And then there's some really shitty like 80s music. And they're like, you gotta be hardcore. It's like really bad.
When does the shitty part come in?
I'm not saying it's shitty. It's one of those movies that's so horrible, it's pretty fun to watch. And it's only like an hour and 25 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's not like you're wasting a whole afternoon.
No, and it's. I mean, I'll watch it again because I'm like, did I miss something? Because there's even a part where there's another ninja who comes from Japan.
Yeah.
That is like, oh, there's something not right here, and he has like an eye patch, and he has a huge fight with her in this abandoned. I guess maybe not abandoned. I guess it's a house that's under construction, and they have this huge fight in it, and then he gets to the top and like takes her hoodie off, and it realizes it's a woman. He's like, "You get out of here!" And she like jumps down and runs away.
Yeah,
because he knows that she's been possessed. And then she has him meet him at this ninja training facility in the Phoenix Desert, and the body of the one ninja is lying there, and she passes out, and he's able to pull the soul out of her body and back into the other ninja.
Watch out, buddy! You don't want to pull that cord.
And so he's resurrected. And what's great too is all the like the Foley work in it is so over the top. It's like whoosh, 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 yeah, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It's so great. So there is there's only one special feature on there. It's a commentary with I think the actress and like a film historian dude.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's like on Dread Central or something, and so I got to listen to that to see what they say. But it's begging for a Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Has she done anything since?
Yeah, actually, she's pretty big. Because I did look her up. She's in a bunch of 80s stuff. Yeah, cause I can't remember what she's in, but I looked her up.
And she has like done stuff since then.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I mean, she's really pretty, and like she's not
bad, but
she's not bad because the script is so awful.
Yeah,
that's you can tell it's not her fault.
Yeah, it's not a lot she can play with.
I mean, when she's being possessed, and it's so batshit crazy. You have to see it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always down for watching a really bad film.
Yeah,
I watched that. I think it was called like Deather size. Like it was like gonna be like a screen
Yeah.
factory like a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. So.
Oh, that's right. That's like slasher video Blu-ray
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got that, and then I also got that I haven't watched yet. It's called The Beast Within, which actually I heard's not that bad, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So because they reach for $9 because the sale ends today, so anyone listening won't get them half off. Sorry, guys.
Damn.
But just know, Teen Wolf and Teen Wolf 2 are their next big like collector's editions that are coming.
Oh, really?
out. Yeah, I
Oh,
think
yes.
August 1st.
That explanation. Look at me.
Not great movies, but I'm almost tempted to get them because they're getting collector's editions.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I think it's worth it.
But hopefully they'll have Michael J. Fox doing commentary, in the morning, not at night.
No.
That's that too soon.
But I think the first one is worth it. I don't know if the second one's worth it.
See, the first one I watched it recently. I'm like, this movie's not good.
I like the premise more than I like
Yeah.
the movie itself.
So yeah, that's what I watched this week.
Sweetness.
This just in. Batman Mask of the Phantasm is coming out on Blu-ray.
Is it really?
Woo!
That just made my fucking day.
Next month, I think. No one's,
Yeah.
they just showed it, but they didn't say a release date. But
That
people
just
are-
made
I
my
just
day.
had it up. I'll look.
That's one of my most favorite Batman movies.
It's a Warner Archive one though, so you
So-
gotta go to the website to get it.
I've always said if
That's
I ever
all right.
meet Mark Hamill, I won't say anything from Star Wars.
I bet you can get it on Amazon.
I would just say, what a photo op, the councilman and his wacky pal.
It's a great movie, and my Harley shows up in it.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching Harley Quinn.
There's another Harley Quinn Batman coming
I
out
know.
next month too.
I have that pre-ordered too at Target because it's still book.
Yep.
But not the usual actress who plays Harley.
Yeah.
Oh no, the one they have, I think her name's Tara Strong for Injustice. She's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
She's not as over the top as Eileen? What's her name? Something like that. She's pretty good though.
of the elite something or whether family.
Yeah. But if you haven't played Injustice 2, you should play Injustice 2.
She has like the same name as that one guy who does the walking and talking writing.
Yeah, I
Like
can't,
The West Wing.
I can't
What's his
believe
name?
Sorkin?
Sorkin.
Arlene
Sorkin.
yeah.
There we go. But yeah, you should play Injustice if you haven't played Injustice 2. It's pretty great.
Yep.
Who's the guy who did the walk and talk?
But as I play Injustice 2, I realize I'm like not the biggest DC Comics fan. Like I love Harley, I love Batman. Supergirl's pretty fun in it. It has Poison Ivy, she's fun. The Joker's fun in it. But after that, I'm like, meh. Superman, don't care. Cheetah, meh.
Well, those,
Dark
I think,
Side.
because with
Dark Side's
Injustice,
fun.
you have all of the DC, and not just. And Batman's kind of the most iconic of all.
Yeah.
So no one Reverse Flash isn't the most fun character.
Yeah, I mean, Flash is pretty fun in it. I know. I'm not in fighting games. I don't like quick guys that don't deal a lot of damage. I like more of range fighters.
Yeah.
So that's why in the new Mortal Kombat, I love Cassie Cage because she has defenses for people that come in close.
Mm-hmm.
And Harley Quinn plays a lot like Cassie Cage. I think that's why I like her a lot. Poison Ivy's really fun though. She has a lot of cool attacks and deals tons of damage. But people like Bane, I don't like in it. Not that I don't like the character, but he's like a wrestler. Like he is. I mean,
Is he like the classic?
yeah. So he's who's really fun. I think the coolest new character that they put in it is Scarecrow.
Okay.
Because he comes out and he looks like Jonathan Crane and he just has the hoodie and his intro he turns on fear gas and then he walks through and he comes back and he's just like this huge possessed Scarecrow. I'm like, that's pretty clever. But yeah, they dig a little deeper in the DC universe for these ones, but
Yeah.
it's still fun.
Swamp Thing's in it.
Swamp Thing,
Everyone's
Brainiac
favorite.
is the bad guy.
Yep.
Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate is in it. Yeah, he plays a pretty big part in the story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess you got to play the story. So there's pretty fun. So the NetherRealm guys who do Mortal Kombat, they do these really cool stories where it's really cinematic, and then it's like you're Batman, and he'll be like walking down a street, and the Joker shows up, and he'll be like, "I'm tired of playing your games, Joker." And then it cuts to like a fighting area, and then at the end it continues. But in this one, they give you a choice. I think it's a chapter 10 or 11. It's 12 chapters long where you can pick Batman or Superman. And I'm like, hey, buddy, put that down. So, no, don't be. So I always pick Batman because Superman's pretty interesting in this because he's a bad guy. But so I picked Batman, and then when I was done, they're like, oh, you got to play it as Superman, too, because the story changes.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And then I don't care about Cyborg or Blue Beetle or Firestorm. But I know why they're in there because that's like the cool new kid ones. Like I know the kids love Cyborg.
Yeah.
and Firestorm and Blue Beetle. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
The Blue Beetle to me is the guy who died from Doomsday. Anybody remember that when Doomsday killed him? Ted Cord? No? All right. Just me.
I don't remember a lot of Blue Beetle. So,
But now he's like some scare. I don't even know.
I know he's like, because I was looking through like just DC Comics to subscribe to, and I saw that he's a big character now.
Oh yeah,
People
he's
him,
like
so.
the kids like him, like Cyborg. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason he's in Justice League is because in what's the kids show, Young Justice?
Teen Titan Go.
Teen Titan Go.
Teen
He's
Titans.
really big in Teen Titans.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, he's an alright character, but
Well, it's also like, I mean, just
I'd rather see Green Lantern. But
putting
it's
on
just
like
me.
my producer hat. He's the only black character, and so
Yeah.
I can see them like saying like that. Like we want
Green Lantern,
diversity
John
kind
Stewart.
of thing.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah. It is. Yeah, but it's fun.
I mean, I like Cyborg because I grew up
do
with
you?
Teen
See,
Titans.
that's
so,
what I mean. Like, so me, when you ask me what characters in DC I like Batman, I like Wonder Woman, Green Lantern,
Yeah.
like these new people. Like, meh, whatever.
I mean, when you ask me, like my favorite characters are the Teen Titans. Like I like Robin, I like Cyborg, I like Raven. Like
See, Robin to me, I just got Red Hood as the first downloadable character, and I just got him, and his like intros. I'm like, God, he's a whiny bitch, like fucking Robin.
He fights really well though.
Oh yeah, no, he's. Have you played it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's. So when I
was we were doing like a game party, so it was just versus matches. And
Yeah.
I sucked until I like played him.
Oh yeah, no. So I downloaded him just yesterday because I've been working so much. But I download him, and as soon as I download a new person, I go to the arcade with him so I get used to him. And I never lost. I didn't even lose at Brainiac. I fucking destroyed him because he has those stars that he throws, but also his shot where you hit circle and triangle. Or unless you played on Xbox.
I didn't memorize the.
So like his character specific one is he pulls his guns out, and he has a quick shot where he shoots so fast you can't really dodge it. So
Wait, did you say Red Hood or Robin?
Red Hood.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, Robin.
I meant Robin.
Oh, Robin's good in it too, though. He's Damien, little bitch.
Damien is everyone's least favorite Robin. So
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a bitch. So you got two Robins in there.
Is he more hated than Jason Todd now?
No, actually, he's pretty popular.
I mean, people voted to have
Well-
him killed.
yeah. I mean,
Not on the internet,
maybe-
guys. Over the damn phone.
Yeah, no, yeah. Before the internet, people were that pissed off that they picked up a phone.
Phone.
Most of them dialing. Yeah.
I have that issue.
Number,
That's,
please.
Kill Jason Todd. Thank you.
that's the only issue in that Death of the Family that I have. Is that
really?
Jason Todd dies.
I don't know. Like, to me, the Justice League wouldn't be complete without the Wonder Twins and Apache Chief. I'm just saying.
It would be.
These are lost opportunities. No, you're wrong. These are lost opportunities.
But should be fun.
Don't you want to see Eaton A. Chuck on IMAX?
No, I don't.
Next month in Injustice, Sub-Zero is a character coming out.
Oh, okay,
And
cool.
then after him is Starfire. That'd be fun.
Oh, Starfire. Ooh, another Teen Titan character.
Yeah, and, I actually love Aquaman's villain, Black Manta.
Yeah.
I know nothing about him, but I think his character design is
There's
really
a-
cool.
yeah.
And it looks like another one is the Atom. Looks like he's going to be a character, and then Raiden looks like he's going to be a character too. I don't know the other ones. We'll see.
Black Adam's already in there, right?
Yeah, Black Adam's in there.
Yeah. And you unlocked Mr. Freeze too, right? He's like an alternative.
Yeah, so
somebody else.
yeah, I bought the Ultimate Edition, so I get them as they come available. I can get him right now, but I have to pay for him. Like they haven't made him so I
Mr.
can
Freeze?
get him. Yeah.
Oh. In our game, he was like already there. He was just like a different costume
Yeah,
for
so
someone
like you
else.
select a shader, but when I highlighted him, it's like you have to pay 6,000 like Regent coins. I'm like, I'll wait till I can get him for free because I paid $100 for the game. This week on Real Nerds Podcast, we saw Cars 3. Henry, should people see Cars 3?
No.
No?
I was not a big fan of it. So I mean, it's not like bad, but it's just out of all the stuff you can see this summer, I think this isn't one you need to rush out to see. So,
Cool. Zach?
I actually found myself enjoying the film a lot more than I thought I would. But that being said, unless you're already into the Cars universe and whatnot, and you've got a kid, I don't think you really need to waste your money on it. But it's harmless. It's completely harmless.
Brad?
It's not a waste of money at all. It's my favorite Cars movie. It's,
okay.
Yeah, it's the best of the three, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm with Brad on that one. The first Cars movie is cute. It's fun.
It
The
has
second
a good story.
Yeah, the second one is
just fun.
just fun. It's
Yeah.
there. This one actually is like, oh, what happens when we give people these characters actual hearts? And I like it more because it's an actual journey for a character.
Yeah.
Two characters.
Yeah, two characters. I mean, I could see the twist coming.
Yeah.
But
at the beach, right?
Yeah. But I still enjoyed the ride.
Exactly.
Because
and I've been deriding a lot of movies this summer of like tons of exposition, like explaining where they're going.
Yeah.
And this is exactly a great example of getting there by just showing you.
No, yeah.
Without telling you.
And I will say the animation when they're on the beach, holy cow.
Fuck, it's amazing.
The environments, again, like the people who did The Good Dinosaur must have done the backgrounds for this because
this
photorealistic.
I mean, like this film is very similar to The Good Dinosaur, where like it looks incredible, but I think the clashing of the cars with the environment is what bothers me.
Before we play the trailer, Kellen, what does Lightning McQueen say?
Get ready for what's coming.
Jackson Storm is part of the next generation of high-tech racers.
A rookie sensation, Jackson Storm. Jackson Storm.
Jackson Storm's in a class of his own.
Hey, champ. You had a good run.
You have no idea what a pleasure it is for me to finally beat you.
Did you say meet or beat?
I think you heard me.
Enjoy your retirement.
You'll never be the racer you once were. You can't turn back the clock, kid. But you can wind it up again.
The racing world is changing.
Treadmills, wind tunnels, virtual reality. Still working on that. And interactive race simulation.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Danger, you have jumped a barrier. You are on fire. You are going the wrong way. Turn back. You have crashed.
We got some work to do.
I am so excited that I get to train you. Visualize beating this guy. Go! Whoa, 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 whoa! The beach ate me. Every week, veteran racers retire to make room for these younger, faster racers. Have you given any thought to retirement?
Over here. Okay. No questions.
Paparazzi.
You'll never be as fast as Storm, but you can be smarter.
Good luck out there. You're gonna need it.
I decide when I'm done. You are not winning this.
I'm coming for you, Storm.
Good job, buddy. Yeah, this one it's Lightning McQueen's journey, and it's he's in a race now where he starts to lose, and he's losing because he's not the cool
not the rookie anymore.
Yeah, he's not the cool hotshot racer anymore.
He's also just like he's old, and
that's what I mean. Like,
he doesn't have
accepting the fact that you're old.
In this world, it's not that he's not that he's fatigued. It's just like there's more advanced machinery out there.
Eventually, you're going to be too old.
He's obsolete. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just that's what happens.
And to be clear, I'm not saying this is like a garbage dumpster fire of a movie. You can stop. It's
you did admit it.
No, I didn't. Those weren't my words. Replay them. You'll hear that when you edit.
Nope, I heard something else.
No, okay. No, I like the film. I love how it's funny because it starts off like Rocky Balboa and then ends up becoming Creed halfway through.
Actually, this movie is pretty much Rocky IV. Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
But yeah, it's fun because I like that it was more focused. I think the second one's fun, but it's not as focused as this one because you're basically following Lightning McQueen and his path to redemption.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he realizes, spoilers, that his redemption maybe isn't him racing, it's him.
Ooh, spoiler though.
Yeah,
it's like the story of every aging athlete that a lot of them never come to grips with. Is that like Brett Favre, took forever to retire, and it just made his career worse the more he hung in there.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And when this one teaches you, there's, for this story, Doc Hudson, Lightning McQueen goes through his life assuming that Doc Hudson was bummed out that he had to end his career early, and then you find out really his greatest achievement for him was training Lightning McQueen to be a champion.
I know, I had a tear roll down my eye when Smokey opened up his garage and it's nothing but Lightning McQueen stuff.
Yeah. Pixar, even your B material makes me cry.
Yeah, because it was funny because they did have a lot of meta jokes in there where Lightning goes up to Sterling's office. He's like, "We're going to put Lightning McQueen everywhere." And that's all. that was probably the biggest complaint people had with the Cars universe. Like, oh, it's just to sell toys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they kind of just said, oh, yeah, it is. And this is what Lightning McQueen is now. And what is he doing? Henry, you weren't a fan of it. Why?
I mean, just like, I don't know. It just didn't connect with me.
Are we in spoiler territory? I don't remember if we said here's the trailer. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I mean, it just didn't. I mean, it's like part of it is that like I knew exactly how the film was going to play out beat for beat. Like the moment like she's like I'm leaving, I was like, okay, this is what exactly is going to happen. And it's like, and that's not necessarily a problem, but just I mean, I'm not saying like it's the worst film of the year or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that like
that's next week.
Hey, that's the best film of the year for your information.
Yeah, like you can see it as early as the beach scene.
No, yeah,
like where the arc is going. My only thing was like I hope it's going where I think it's going. If it doesn't, it's going to be like either mind blowing or super disappointing.
It'd be weird if they had all that set up and then Lightning McQueen just totally wins in the end. Like,
that was my only like. There's a small chance I think they could screw it up like that.
Yeah.
But, like when he abandons the race and puts her in, I was like, yes, that's where it should go.
And it's like I'm fine with it. It's just that like I mean I know like some people were very like cool and thought it was good with the whole Doc Hudson and having Paul Newman's lines in it. It just didn't click for me. Like it felt like edited into lines for me.
Did you read the story behind it?
Yeah,
the story's really great.
Yeah, it's a
well,
really good
I'm sure
story.
it's fine. Just that like in the product.
Yeah,
itself,
I get
it.
it.
Just
The story is he would sit in the recording booth and tell these stories about him racing.
Yeah.
And John Lasseter took all those
and saved
them. And then he called up the Paul Newman Foundation. What's his name?
I can't remember.
Newman's Own Foundation. And they said, "Hey, is it okay if we use this?" And they said, "Absolutely," because he loved racing and I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
And so, all that stuff he said, he actually was talking about his life as a racer, and they were able to...
I thought it was tasteful. I didn't think it was...
Oh, not at all.
Like, when I first read that news, I'm like, oh, that's kind of off-putting. But then, like, as it goes through the movie, like, it makes sense within context of the story. Nothing's off-putting about it. Like, it's actually very heartwarming, and it kind of makes you not shed a tear as much as when he opens up the garage door. Well, when he opens up the garage door, I about lost it, and I'm like, this is a movie where cars have tongues.
I know. I'm like, fuck Pixar. I got a little teary-eyed at the little cartoon at the beginning.
No, I love the cartoon.
Because like
the Lou one?
Yeah, because at the beginning I'm like, oh, this is kind of silly. And then you realize he's teaching the kid not to be a bully, and he's giving back all the toys. Oh god, it got me.
Back. It was just like.
I've only seen the other two one time, so I actually thought those Doc Hudsons were just like recycled clips like that were in those movies, and there was flashbacks, I guess. So like I didn't even notice that
he died about a year after Cars?
I
so.
want
It might
to
be
say
the same
1
year.
or 2
It might, or maybe the same year. Yeah. When did
around
Cars
that
come
range?
out?
2006.
2006. I think he died 2008. If I remember right. I could be remembering it wrong, but.
But I mean, just like it's not.
I don't know,
like
Paul.
saying,
Paul, are you there?
I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that like it just didn't click with me personally.
I was telling someone else about it. I was like, I feel like this movie's really actually more for adults because
I agree.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
I do agree.
I was trying to tell him like, yeah, it's a great story for kids about like an aging athlete who has to retire.
And then you realize
things kids can totally relate to, but it's really just like the dynamic visuals. Like I think they're the only appealing part for the kids because also it's been 10 years, 11 years since Cars 1. So a lot of those kids who grew up with Cars have moved on.
Oh yeah, it's
like me.
It's pretty interesting.
It's all about planes now.
I think the trajectory of Cars is because it's so regarded as, such second tier Pixar. But when you go to Disneyland and they have a whole Cars land, like they care about it. And I know it's like about making money, but I mean, in that Cars land, they actually have like the real Mater there, and they have real Lightning McQueen.
Yeah,
and the park looks just like Radiator Springs. I mean, it's. I've always thought they were cute movies. I was never like. I actually think Brave and Cars are kind of on the same level. Where Brave is fun, but it's,
Yeah, it's Brave.
Yeah, it's Brave. And it was funny is when I was watching that Lou, the little boy kind of looks like the kid from The Good Dinosaur. Like if he was a little older.
Get his hair longer.
And to be clear, because we've had a couple of weeks on the show where we're questioning if this was going to happen. Yes, Tow Mater is in the movie.
He is in the movie. Not very much, though.
He has a great line about, like, you are a horrible person, but you make a quality mud flap. I was like, God damn it, it's been 11 years since Larry the Cable Guy has been able to make me laugh even once.
And if you stay till the after credits, he's in the after credits, too.
Yes.
Just a goofy little scene.
It's weird though. Like they because the animation is beautiful in this film, but like. Oh God!
Stunning.
There was another great line, and I love the visuals of this. Is they're driving through the forest at night, and I just love the way the forest is at night. But like, I love they were like, we were like, you could see the moon was bright for us. What? We were moon running, or we were moon shining.
Yeah, it is, and there's that great moment too. What I loved about this movie is it's not about always winning. There's this great part where
getting your shot.
Yeah, he's training with Smokey. And he's going around. He finally catches Cruz, and he's beating her. And then she still ends up beating him. And no matter what he does, he just won't be able to do it. And it's really good.
It's like really Monsters University, where it's like, oh yeah, sometimes your dreams don't happen.
Yeah.
Well, he got he achieved his dream a long time ago. He's just he's running into the ground.
Yeah, and he
doesn't realize it.
And when after talking to Smokey and realizing what Doc did. He's like, oh, maybe now I should impart my wisdom onto somebody, and I can be just as fulfilled as winning all those Piston Cups. And it's a lesson he has to learn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, Doc learned it, and it's...
In a way, you're winning, too.
Exactly.
Through someone else.
And,
and in the end, he does win.
He does win. He does win at the end.
That was a weird thing where I was like, oh, okay, that's a good way to wrap this up.
Yeah. I didn't know there's a rule, but okay.
It might be in NASCAR. I think if you have to switch drivers, because you can do that in NASCAR.
Yeah.
You can. I don't know NASCAR well enough, but I don't know if they both considered they both get winning. They considered a winner because it's the same team. I don't know how it works.
I know they drive in circles.
They do.
Talladega Nights, they have a companion car, but
well, I mean, in NASCAR, if the driver gets hurt and he can't continue, then they have a second driver ready to go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And those guys. They usually race in the low. I have no idea. I don't know how NASCAR works. Yeah. I'm from Colorado. We don't care.
I need to rewatch. Never mind. Joke's over.
So yeah, I loved it.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Yeah. So, are there any other big?
I just want to know, did the cars push all the humans off a cliff or something?
No, it's just
what happened?
It's just a different world.
I just want to know.
Kids these days have no imagination.
I know.
No, I don't. You know what? I want answers.
There's also talking animals in Bambi.
That makes more sense.
In
to
Oliver
me.
and Company, in The Lion King, in The Rescuers.
To be fair, apparently there's crabs in this universe.
There's crabs.
Well, if you see, is it the first Cars where the little flies are little cars with wings on them?
That's true. Yeah, we never saw the crabs. So
yeah, and remember the cows are
and also
tractors.
That's right.
Yeah. This was one thing in the film. It didn't bother me, but I was thinking about it afterwards. So the Doc Hudson character is essentially retired or something like that. Do cars die?
Well, yeah, they said he's dead.
Yeah, but do they go to a junkyard in the sky? I don't know. I'm thinking
you're putting too much.
Thinking way too much about
I want John Lasseter to give me answers.
And then your piston gets stuck, and your engine shuts down, and that's it.
Yep,
you're done.
So that's death, Brad.
Death in Cars universe.
What, you need Lightning McQueen to be at his gravesite?
I needed a scene where he's just like, "I miss you, Doc. I miss you so much."
I guess you can suffer a body injury and get primered. You'll be fine, but
it's when your engine blows as you're done.
Yeah, they can't fix that.
Yeah. Okay, I was just curious.
Are there any other big animated films? Because we have Coco,
which looks really great.
Yeah. I don't know if they showed it to you guys, but did you guys see the trailer that they made a trailer for the Frozen short they played before?
Oh yeah.
I was like, man, if the fact that a short is getting a trailer.
Well, just remember that Frozen made $1.7 billion.
Only Frozen could do this.
Oh, I know. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, wow, it's a full blown trailer too.
Yeah.
It's not like they showed Coco and be sure to check out Frozen Olaf's Adventure or whatever it's called.
I thought for a brief second, I'm like, they made an Olaf spinoff.
Well, I love reading John Lasseter. I think he's such a genius. But
there's another Despicable Me.
Yeah, Despicable 3.
Yeah. And John Lasseter said that originally they're going to go straight to, I think, the Disney Channel with it, with the Frozen. But then they wrote 4 musical numbers for it, and the stuff started pouring in. Like, let's just put a lot of money into it and put it out. It's 22 minutes long.
Oh wow!
So when you go see Coco, you'll be there for 3 hours.
You want 3 hours of Disney? Get ready.
I'm down.
So we have that. We have the Ninjago movie.
Which that trailer cracked me up.
Yeah.
It still works even since February.
I've never seen it.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
It's
the same one.
Is it?
You ruined my life. That's impossible. I was never a part of you.
I just love when he picks up his phone and he's half asleep. It says, "Evil Dad, do not answer." Hey, what's up? I must have butt dialed you. It's funny.
We have parents. They all have their quirks. Like Kumail on that in that trailer. He's fun.
Like Walt Disney Studios is not making anything this year.
No.
So if that, and then I'm sure there'll be some.
Well, Walt Disney's not making anything. He's technically dead.
He said Walt Disney Studios.
Oh, Studios.
Is Isle of Dogs coming out this year or next year?
Next year.
Dang,
Yeah.
That's next.
It's February, or maybe March. But like, so I'm sure there'll be like a anime film that comes out too. But I'm just thinking like,
yeah, not
there's
much.
really not a lot of animated films this year. So
I think Your Name was the big anime one.
yeah, and that was last year.
I'll just keep hoping that
we just got it now.
Well, yeah, but like it was for like I'm thinking like Oscar wise, and like that was eligible last year.
Interesting. Yeah, there's not too many. I'm sure there was probably one we're forgetting about.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, and it'll probably win. But
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand.
Oh, of course, I forgot.
Ferdinand
with John Cena.
Actually, I watched the trailer and I'm like, you know what? This is such a weak year in some regard. It could have a chance.
I don't know.
Did Ice Age come out this year? Was that this year?
What?
No.
Was the new Ice Age film?
No,
that was 2 years ago.
No, there was one.
There was one last
Collision
year.
Course.
Oh. Yeah, it was last year.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was early.
Yeah, but see, when I watch like the Ferdinand trailer and then I watch Coco, I'm like,
yeah,
like Coco looks so much better.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not.
I don't know anything about the story, but
it's a bull who doesn't want to fight because he likes he's a lover.
So, did you guys get the Emoji Movie trailer?
Oh fuck, right. Yeah, that's the other one. Oh god, no.
So this is when I sit there and watch. I'm like, this is stupid. But there is like parents behind me that are just laughing.
Oh god,
so hard.
I heard too many people laughing. I'm like, this is the gene pool right now.
When the shit emoji says, "Oh, make sure you wash your hands," like my theater could not stop laughing. This is. Am I just like a bitter old fuck now? I'm like, this is stupid.
It's just like I don't know.
I've been lucky; I haven't seen it yet. So
I like how I like how TJ Miller's trying to like actually legitimize it.
Yeah. I think he'll do about as well as the Angry Birds movie.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I heard Sony paid something like $50 million for the rights to make it.
They were like, if you look at like the emails that like everyone like it's like they're really relying on this film to like save their film company. Like,
that and Venom. Tom Hardy.
Oh yeah, Tom Hardy's gonna be Venom, guys. That was
Tom Hardy's Venom. That's what they should name it.
What?
Movie should be.
Well, when did this happen?
I mean, just a minute ago.
Tom Hardy's
in my
Venom?
head.
I mean,
forgot about The Boss Baby. That's the film that came out this year.
Oh, that's right.
And Smurfs.
The Lost Village.
Yep.
It's really like.
Anyways, well, I guess next week's movie could probably be nominated for Best Animated Movie. Transformers last night. Because when I watch it, I'm like, looks like a Pixar movie with like Mark Wahlberg in it.
Favorite animated character ever.
actually, the steelbooks for the other Transformers movies are Best Buy right now, and they look pretty cool.
I know they look great, but too bad the movies are garbage.
I know it's inside.
Yeah, I did get a gift card from my in-laws for Father's Day. I'm like, I could use it on that, but then I have to watch them. That's like 10 hours of fucking Transformer movies.
And then you got to move them when you move.
Exactly.
I don't feel like
I'd rather watch the Naked Cage
can
again.
You carry these for me?
They're twice as heavy because they're steelbooks. Fuck.
They weigh as much as a car.
That's a missed opportunity. Like they should have been steelbooks that like transform with
That
their
is
metal.
awesome. Why aren't we in charge of marketing?
Gosh, sweet, like 6 dicks this set.
6 dicks.
6 dicks.
Hello, Hollywood. Pick up the phone. I know you're there.
Oh no, it's transforming into my mouth.
Till next week. Bye.
Bye.
Remember, see us at Denver Comic Con Friday, 4:30, room 504.
Watch us crash and burn.
Nope. I'm good. I've done a lot of panels. I'm worried about you fuckers, though. Yeah, I'm looking at you.
I am a little afraid that I'll drop the F-bomb and get us kicked out.
We won't get kicked out.
Oh,
we just won't be asked to do another
won't be invited
podcast.
back. Yeah.
Real Nerds Podcast is a Nebulous Visions multimedia production. The Real Nerds would like to thank the Alamo Draft House in Littleton and now open in Sloan's Lake. We also would like to thank Colorado Coins, Cards, and Comics, especially Andrew. Our music has been brought to you by Sparks Mandrill and Plan 9 Studios. And, of course, thanks to James's mother, our most loyal listener. Have a nice day.